I need every woman watching this video to hear me clearly. Every woman needs something in her own name. Not because you're planning to leave, not because you don't love your husband, not because you're selfish, not because you're trying to be independent in some cold or masculine way, but because life is unpredictable. People are unpredictable. And because somewhere along the way, too many women were taught that love means disappearing. And I don't believe that anymore. I believe a woman should have something that belongs to her, something she built, something she can stand on, something nobody can threaten to take away, emotionally, financially, or mentally. And I'm not even talking about being rich. I'm talking about having your name attached to something that reminds you that I exist too. Now, before anybody gets defensive, this is not man bashing video. I'm not about that. I actually believe healthy marriages and partnerships are beautiful. I believe in family. I believe in loyalty. I believe in commitment. But I also believe too many women lose themselves trying to be good women. And one day they wake up and realize their whole identity has been swallowed by everybody else's wants and needs. The husband, the children, the household, the routines, the expectations, the sacrifices. And after years of pouring to everybody else, they look up and realize they don't own anything emotionally, financially, or personally for themselves. That is dangerous. There are women watching this right now who haven't bought clothes they like in years, haven't pursued a dream in years, haven't sat alone with their own thoughts in years, haven't had money that didn't require permission, explanation, or guilt in years. And some of you are calling it peace. Some of you are calling it being a good wife. Some of you are calling it being humble. But deep down, you feel yourself disappearing. And let me tell you something. Resentment grows where identity dies. A woman needs something in her own name because ownership changes how you move through the world. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's a bank account. Maybe it's a property. Maybe it's a degree. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Maybe it's a certification. Maybe it's a skill. Maybe it's a side hustle that makes an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that it reconnects you to yourself. I think a lot of women were raised to believe that survival was just enough. That if your bills are paid, if your husband works, if the children are okay, then you should just be grateful. And yes, gratitude matters, but women are human beings too. We were not put on this earth only to cook meals and clean houses and solve everybody else's emotional problems and slowly abandon yourself in the process. You are still a person. You still have dreams. You still have gifts. You still have intelligence. You still deserve expansion. And honestly, I think some women don't pursue anything because they're afraid of what they'll discover about themselves once they do. Because ownership builds confidence. When you buy something, build something, earn something, create something, it changes your posture. You stop shrinking. You stop feeling like a burden. You stop feeling afraid all the time. And that confidence spills into every aspect of your life. Let me give you some examples. A woman who owns a business may still be married happily for 40 years, but she also knows she can think independently. A woman with her own income may still adore her husband, but she's not trapped by fear. A woman who owns property understands leverage differently. A woman with her own audience, platform, or voice understands she has value outside of serving people privately behind closed doors. And listen carefully. This isn't just about divorce. Everybody always jumps straight to divorce. No. This is about dignity. Because even in good marriages, women can become invisible. Sometimes the world claps for the husband's new career while the wife silently disappears into support roles. Nobody notices. And then years pass, the children grow up, life changes, and the woman realizes she never developed anything for herself. That realization can be heartbreaking. So if you're watching this and you feel behind, you are not behind. If you're 25, start now. If you're 45, start now. If you're 65, start now. Get something in your name. And no, it does not have to start big. Some of you are waiting to become millionaires before you move. Start with one thing. One class, one LLC, one saving account, one digital product, one real estate investment, one garden, one blog, one channel, one certification, one client, one dream you stopped talking about because everybody around you made you feel ridiculous for having it. Start there. Because at the end of the day, ownership is not just financial. It's emotional, it's spiritual, it's psychological. There's something powerful about being able to look at a part of your life and say, I built this. Not because you hate anybody, not because you want to compete with anyone, not because you think you're too good to need people, but because God gave you a mind, a voice, a purpose, a calling, and burying yourself alive inside everybody else's expectations is not humility. It's abandonment of self. So this is your sign. Start something, build something, own something, get something in your name. And if this video spoke to you, I want you to comment below and tell me what is the one thing you want in your name. Not someday, not in 5 years. What's the first thing you're going to start building now? And if you're a woman rebuilding yourself or learning how to become financially and emotionally stable, subscribe to this channel because we're going to talk honestly here and we're going to build it together.